The music is going. Tom Fortress 2 is banging their heads to the music. Versus calling all captains. This is the PML. Alright, so calling all captains has got Picard. So what this means is the Nick has to win the game for their team or else they lose. I think with Tom... Well, I'm curious to see if Tom Fortress 2 does the same thing and if they fall for it.
Here comes Lucanus. So, they are.
Exact same strategy from Tom Fortress 2. They love their strategy. And guess what? Calling all captains, they've played this team before, are falling for it, Tom.
They have one team member who's currently at the core, but is he going to leave?
Is he even armored?
Nope.
No, he's looking at it as if it's an enchanting book. Here comes Lucanus. Lucanus is
going for the chest.
Yeah, I don't.
Takes it.
I don't know. I guess he didn't bring a sword.
No, he didn't.
So he
but
does.
He managed to take all the
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, he gets all the stuff because this guy was just looking at it. It was just like, there's a guy over base.
Is he on our team?
There's this guy. He's not on our team. So, calling all captains.
Donations to his own team.
Looks like we got calling all captains B team of captains.
As awesome as Picard is, he needs to step up his game a bit.
So if I was the Nick, Tom, what I would be doing right now is I would be getting a set of iron armor, a diamond sword, and then moving on over.
Okay, I think
he did. I think he did. Because the Tom Fortress 2 has a problem with, they don't ever gear out fast enough, in my opinion.
Lucanus just set his bed inside of that same leg we saw him set it before. Ooh, but
up here?
He didn't build out the wall correctly again, but I doubt that calling all captains will notice.
Really, Tom? You think calling all captains is going to be like, wait a second, this isn't supposed to look like this? There's a spy in our midst, man. No, they're not gonna fucking notice.
If you're playing against Lucanus, I would be.
Lucanus could mine out this entire propeller blade, and then come on deck, and they wouldn't notice that the propeller blade's missing.
Well, this is a fair point.
It looks like he's taking all the bed supplies too, so if they didn't get their beds, they're gonna be in trouble here.
Now what I want to see Lucanus do, I hope he does this. This will just make my day.
Ooh, nice shot by Gearwax on Jamang. Calling all captains still is not armored. The Nick is just leading his team though. It looks like he's made iron armor for his entire team and is going around just passing it off. This is what I mean, man. Like, calling all captains, the only reason they win games is because of this one player. The Nick just manages to win games for them.
Lucanus just did exactly what I hope he would do. Is inside of his little base leg with his bed, he took their 2 chests he stole
and put them there.
Set up a supply chest.
Yeah, so every time he spawns, he's gonna have supplies. That's pretty ridiculous.
Courtesy.
He's coming down. He's coming down with a sword. He's coming down. He's taking out the Nick. Oh, one more hit. No, but the Nick's really low and he's gonna spawn. And look at the Nick. He's got him and his teammate both with armor. Like, oh my goodness. So here comes Lucanus. I bet you he's got another iron sword.
I don't know if he has one this time. Does he
only have the one?
He
should go in and punch the Nick though. He should know that the Nick's really low. He doesn't have the health bars like us. That's something we have as casters. But oh my god, the Nick is so low.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have any iron swords inside of his chest.
So what does he have? Just the bed and foods?
He has bed, food. Let me go back in there and take a look.
It looks like he's coming in the reverse cannons, though.
Oh, he's taking a sneaky way in.
Yeah, he's coming in the reverse cannon.
The reverse backwards cannon.
So all of calling all captains is basically on deck. Gearwax is still just plucking at him.
For some reason, and I can't fathom why. Have the calling all captains pushed?
I don't know. They should though. They're in all iron armor, eh? They have a
Yep.
huge advantage right now. Oh,
Oh,
my
oh,
God! They actually have an
Lucanus.
advantage. Oh, actually, no, they're losing.
They saw Lucanus. The Nick saw him, and the Nick has dealt with him.
Now, if I was them, I would be looking for a bed. Actually, the Nick is walking around. Oh no, Lucanus, gotta get your base covered up. Oh, here comes Barler and Gearwax and Sage. All 3 team members have just poured over. Barler's really low though. Oh, Sage is shooting his own teammate. Well, I think he was just almost firing.
Oh, and now they just killed the Nick, and Lucanus has now stolen all the Nick's armor.
Oh my God! So they're gonna come in with all armor, and look, they're using the potions. Barler's got a rage potion, but he's really low. It's gonna be a massacre, Tom. Tom Fortress 2 has updated their strategy. Lucanus just plays offense, they get geared up, and then you know what they do when they have the gear advantage, Tom? They push and they win. That's game. The game is over.
Here comes Barler. Oh, Barler is just
He's got a wall up. Oh, no, he's currently just using a bow.
I would have walled it up if I was him. He's giving them the chance to come in, but he has the rage potion and a diamond sword.
Yeah, but he's really low still. He's really low. Super Irish, didn't you? Oh my God! Super Irish had a full set of armor on him and a diamond sword, and he opted to punch Lucanus. What the hell is he doing, Tom?
Now, if I was them, I'd be looking for Picard's bed.
They found it now. They found it.
They found the captain quarters.
And they found the the captain quarters. I like that. Oh, look at this. Instant kills by Sage. Wall off core. The Nick coming in for a nice interrupt, but this game's over.
Gerwax, he's just chilling at their core, at Tom Fortress' core, going, yeah, no, we're not leaving this unprotected.
Yeah, well, that's smart. Like, the damage is done. It's clear they're going to win. The only way they would win is a counterattack. So it's really smart to send one player back. I got it. This is the best executed play we've ever seen from any team on Gunship. Tom Fortress 2 is playing perfectly. Now, I know calling out captains is a scrubby team and they don't really put up a good match, but their strategy is perfect. One player on the offense, trying to do whatever he can, seeing if maybe he can get a quick core, raiding supplies, what have you. They
basically cause a distraction.
One player on deck, just trying to snipe players, trying to deal damage, just trying to watch for any enemies, trying to try to do any offensive things to them, and then 2 players getting the supplies. And there you go. Lucanus has popped the core. Game, set, and match. Oh, just wow. That gets me excited for like our tournament. Like if teams are gonna play games like that,
That's probably I am very happy with how Tom Fortress just performed.
I'm getting all flustered. Oh, I feel like a 16-year-old girl, Tom. And the Backstreet Boys. Oh man, the reference out of date. But if I was 16, the Backstreet.
Go see Twilight.
No, if I was a 16-year-old girl, Tom, well, the Backstreet Boys would have been who flusters me, because that's who I feel.
Oh, you're talking about your 16-year-old
yeah,
generation.
I'm
16-year-olds.
No. What am I using as some sort of crazy scientist potion to make me 16 now? No, I've gone back in time. I'm 16. I'm a girl. I've fallen in love with the Backstreet Boys. I saw Timberlake. I'm getting all hot and bothered, Tom, because man, that was just excellent play. It was just that's strategy. That's like one of the first times we've really, the only time I've seen strategy that well executed is when Shenanigans plays Double Helix.
Yep.
Because when Shenanigans plays Gunship, they don't really play that well. They kind of just, well, I'm not going to say they don't play well, they just play this weird strategy where they just turtle. They just completely just turtle forever, even when they have all diamond armor. They kind of play the War of Attrition, which I guess is really smart. It's a good... You can't go wrong with playing the War of Attrition, but we're not at the level of competition where that really matters. You know what I mean? No. Like, most teams you play against, you don't need to drag out a
30-long-minute
match. So it's kind of it's kind of weird that I guess they just play for like the safe win, but I gotta say, and the worst part is, like, calling out captain should know that Lucanus is going to do that one early rush. He does it every game. There's never been a game where he hasn't done that, and no team has ever punished him. And even this game, he was spotted. he opted to punch the chest instead of, doing anything else, and he got away with all the supplies. And it was just like, are you serious? This really happened?
I have to say, Lucanus is very crafty. I do like the strategy that Tom Fortress uses. Like, it's true, they have the different strategies, it seems. Apparently they weren't bluffing.
Well, I like how they actually rush now. Like, the second they have their armor on all their players, what do, Tom? They ender pearl over. They go, they get all their kills, and you know what the best part was? They sent Gearwax back.
Yep.
Like, when they did that, it was just like, oh my god, that's so smart. Because, after you've killed all the players on the boat, there's nothing they can really do. Like, at that point, it's game, set, match. Like, they have to, like, prepare for that. They have to have, armor and other chests so they can re-gear up and come out and fight, the wounded team. But, teams don't do that yet.
No,
and so what happens is, half of them didn't even set a bed spawn and respawn. Like, we saw that Nick didn't even have a bed down, so he just respawned in the boat. And, like, Jean-Luc Picard had a bed, and then went out there and started punching someone. It's like, yeah, guys, you know how much punching does in damage? Like, do you really not know? It does 0.5 of a heart. So if somebody was at half health, and you started punching them, you'd have to hit them 10 times. You really think that's going to happen? Really? When you just lost the battle where you can hit somebody twice, you really think you're going to get 10 punches? Even if you sneak up on someone, you're only going to get maybe 3 or 4 at best. At best. And so the worst part was you see Jean-Luc Super Irish there die, and like what comes out of him? A full set of diamond armor and diamond swords. It's just like, why didn't you take the 3 seconds to get that shit equipped? Like, if he had gone out there with full diamond armor and a diamond sword, he would have had the armor advantage. He could have gone out there, stuck up, killed Lucanus in 3 swings. Then Barler was like really low and then wall off, so he could have gone up and stuck up on Barler as well, fought him, killed Barler, and the team would have been in the game. You know what he opted to do instead? Herp derp on the deck and just I'm dragging this on. We know. So good game, a good match from Tom Fortress 2. Vexel here's going to set up our next game, whatever the teams decide. But man, whew, a good round.